close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go. Along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go.
Man, I love that intro. Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Whew.
I was just thinking to myself, how can I get a background like you?
Yeah, you just go on AI and you just say, make me a Greek dragon, and that's what it spit out. And so I'm having
I don't even know how to have a background. Like,
I will have to show you.
I do like that background, by the way. I meant like
today I
behind
had to-
you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You get a green screen, you get all OBS, you have to learn all kinds of crap to do this stuff, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah, forget that.
Yeah.
I'll just hang like an American flag behind me or something.
You could do that, yeah. I found this nice Greek background, and I'm like, let's go with it. And it's now my thing. And then the dragon is the new live stream background. I have to go in every week and change yours because you always forget. You don't know how to actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Oliver
appreciate
uses
that. I
my
noticed that.
StreamYard. For anybody who doesn't know, so like I had to go in once in the background, and once I went on my work computer and I just put T, because you need to put a name to enter. So I'm just like, really quick, T. And he's like, I don't know who this T guy is, but he popped in and popped out. I'm like, oh yeah, T's me. And then I messaged you. Funny.
You're gonna one day I'm gonna come on and like the background, like right here, is gonna be like the behind me is gonna. Well, then again, you can't do it without a green screen. That would be cool if you could.
You could, but it just like messes up. Like I can move as fast as possible, and you can't see anything.
I got you. Yeah, I got you.
But we are here for 4 token.
Yes.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. And now you got a whole ecosystem with the Prisma 1 NFTs, as long as you got 1, 2, and 3 token, and now 4 token. So why 4 token? That's the question that I've seen a lot of people asking. Why 4? What was the point? And what's your goals behind 4?
Well, it is like a new source of revenue for the ecosystem as a whole, but also for anybody who holds the 4 token in their wallet. And Lucky and Yanni were just thinking to themselves that it would be just a really excellent addition to what we're building here, because we're always thinking of new sources of revenue. We're thinking like long-term stuff. And this just fit both of those categories, that it's a good long-term hold, and with its taxes, 100% of the taxes will be swapped over to BNB and then sent out to holders' wallets automatically. It's all automated. It happens simultaneously, the swapping to BNB and the sending of the rewards, and it's going to happen pretty often. It's based on like a percent of the LP once the contract has collected a certain percent of the LP, which is a very, very small percent. So it'll impact the price very, very little, if anything at all. It'll practically be insignificant, and and then those rewards will go out to holders. So.
Yeah, I started off my DeFi journey in SafeMoon, which was a reflectionary token. Obviously, pays out in your own token. Those are great, but what you want, and if everything works perfectly, and people actually, what you could get is then people funneling that BNB right back in. So that's the best of that world, and then that creates a spiral effect in price raising. Lucky reached out to me telling me that pre-sale was live, and I was like, I don't have BNB. And he goes, that's the point of this token, so you never have to run out of BNB again. You know, keep wallet. I'm like, well, that doesn't solve my issue now.
Yep. We started the pre-sale on Saturday, and we had a soft cap of 25 BNB. We reached that in like less than 3 hours, I think. And we're at about 40 BNB raised right now, and the hard cap is 100 BNB. And once it either hits that or April 12th, whichever one comes first, I think it's going to auto launch after that. Yanni's Lucky is the one that set up the pink sale, but I think he mentioned it'll auto launch after that.
And for anybody who's watching live or watching the recording after this, the pre-sale link is in the description down below. So
awesome.
Like what you hear and you want to get in, like always, this isn't financial advice, you know. It's just two guys talking. But we all know that. And 42.1 BNB raised so far, according to
awesome. Fantastic. Yep. And the nice thing about pink sale is you don't pay taxes when you're buying those tokens. So, you can get a little bit more for your money there.
Speaking of taxes, what are the taxes on 4 token, which is what everybody wants to know?
Yep. So the taxes are going to be 14% on buys and sells and 4% on transfers. And the reason for those taxes is so that people will get a lot of rewards. There are other tokens that do this that have like a 5% tax or a 10% tax. Lucky wanted to push it a little bit because he wanted people to get the maximum amount of rewards. So that's why we went with a 14% tax, and 100% of that is swapped to BNB and sent out to people as rewards. And the only qualification is you have to hold 1,000 or more tokens. So, and there's a 4 million token supply. So, 1,000 tokens would be
so $40 worth.
Yeah, $40 worth at launch. That's what the price will be at launch. 4 cents. Yeah. So as long as you hold 1,000 or more tokens, you will be getting a pretty regular amount of rewards, or a pretty regular, consistent, airdrop of rewards to your wallet. So
I'm impressed that I just figured that out like that quick.
That was good. That was very good.
That's just math brain.
I know. No. I was watching Lucky and Yanni doing that math in the group chat, and I was like, yeah. What's up, Kryptonian?
Oh, Kryptonian watches me. Doesn't talk to me, but he watches me. That's good. I'm kidding.
Just quietly.
Yeah, he's been a busy guy, Kryptonian. A lot of busy guys. So what I know you guys are in the Prisma vaults, and is that going to be feeding into 4 token as well? And that's because I know one reason I bring this up is a lot of people worry with high tax tokens. What you get is you get the volume drop off. You get the spike at first in volume. And people worry about, well, what happens when people stop buying and they're just holding now? for rewards.
Right.
Then you get this.
Yeah.
It's like a cliff of volume, and you see it a lot of times with reflectionary tokens because everybody wants, because now you have a hodling token where everybody needs to hodl for rewards, and you don't get that volume, and unless you get new constant something coming in. But I know you guys are working on feeding it with revenue from outside, so that's a good thing.
Yes. Yep. That is something that we've thought about. There will be when Prisma V2 launches, they're going to have vaults, and there will be a 4-token vault. So the way that Prisma works, if you don't know about that project, is you buy their tokens and you stake their tokens, and it is a what is it called? It's the type of staking where you don't actually have to lock your tokens. I forget what that's called, but you don't lock your tokens, and there's no penalty for like selling your tokens during the staked period. But they will have, and when you stake your tokens, obviously you're going to be getting rewards for that each month. And they're going to have vaults where you can put your Prisma tokens into those vaults, and based on which vault it's in, you'll get rewarded. You'll get paid your rewards in whatever that vault is. Like there will be a BNB vault, a Bitcoin vault, an Ethereum vault. There's going to be a 1, 3, and 4 token vault. So there will be a 4-token vault. So if you have your Prisma tokens in there, you'll get paid your rewards in 4 token. So that's going to be putting buy pressure on 4 token. Also, the treasury is going to hold 25% of the 4 tokens of the 4 token supply, and that is going to be, and it's just going to be held. Those tokens are just going to be held, and it's going to provide our treasury with a regular supply of BNB, and we're going to use that BNB to buy back 4 token, and we're also going to be using it to buy back 1, 2, and 3. So it's going to be kind of it's going to be benefiting the whole ecosystem in that way.
That was my next question. How are you benefiting the whole ecosystem with 4? But that you're answering my questions here, man. You're making this fast.
Yeah. Well, I wish I had. I wish I could just go on and on, but I'm not Moon God. You know, he can just. You ask him a question, and you can just sit there and listen for 10, 15
Moon God,
minutes.
I'm like, okay, no way they're gonna go on my whole drive home from work. You guys are gone, and I'm like, all right, I'm 20 minutes away from home. Surely he's gonna want to get some rest in before he goes on live with me. I get home, I'm like, he's still going. 20 minutes, I'm home, still going. I'm like, this is unbelievable.
I mean, and the only silent moment was when Moon God needed to go sign something, and I was sitting there by myself. But now
my dog was scratching at the door. That's why I went upstairs really quick to let him in.
I was going to start talking about 4 token with them, but what was I saying though? What was I saying? I'm not very good at talking for a very long period of time. But anyways, what's your dog's name again?
Wrigley.
Wrigley.
A big Chicago Cubs fan, so after Wrigley Field. His stage name was Legend, but we obviously had to change it. So
yeah, I remember.
We cannot have that name. So Barry's in the house. I heard a rumor that Barry came up with the GOAT for 4 token. So
he did. He wanted us to name our 4th token GOAT token. I think he had another idea for it, but it's going to kind of do the same thing because GOAT token, goats eat anything. Our token, like the rewards we're going to be getting, are going to be eating up all the tokens in our ecosystem. So
I like this. Don't miss the boat by GOAT.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, if you buy these tokens and you hold them in your wallet, it's just going to be giving you passive BNB rewards for however long you hold these tokens in your wallet, for years and years to come. Like, I mean, I don't know near as much about SafeMoon as someone like you, Greek, who was in it, but I know that SafeMoon was like tremendously successful for a while there, and it probably would have just continued being more and more successful.
It would have been. It would have taken over had you not had guys stealing from the liquidity pool, which that's the problem. People get greedy. Oh, the CEO walking with a new car, he's got 2 Lambos.
Yeah, I mean, like, couldn't they just have, like, I don't know, enjoyed the? I mean, there was a 10% tax. Was 100% of that tax being reflected to holders, or?
I think it was 4% reflections, 4% solid. It was split. I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was split up in multiple directions. Like obviously, you know, Brian used to always say a portion of it goes to the treasury, and it's like, dude, there's other ways to get the funds while not taking all the tax, and you guys have figured that out. With
Yeah.
4, you know, you give yourself an allocation that's untouchable, but that pays out in BNB, so it's not selling your own token, and you're getting. It's a great
Yep.
way to do things on that, and so is this going to do like minor sells? So when somebody comes in, is it going to do minor sells to get the BNB, or is it just collecting the BNB and taking it out before the transaction? Is it like maybe this is
No,
too
I
technical?
wish.
I would have to talk to Cyril about this.
Yeah, no, because because it'll be on PancakeSwap. Those taxes are collected. They're not collected as BNB. They're collected as 4 token and have to be
Okay.
swapped over to BNB. But it'll be a bunch of micro cells. Like it's gonna,
Yeah, like on the spot.
yeah, it's gonna be very, very small. A very small percent of the LP needs to be reached. You know, like the taxes need to equal a very small percent of the LP, and then it triggers the contract to swap over to BNB and simultaneously send out those rewards. And it's like Cyril told me the percent, and I won't say because you know people could like sniper bot it or something, but it's very small and it'll be practically insignificant.
Yeah, most DeFi
Very
projects
small.
do these micro cells. So this isn't like, oh my gosh, don't worry. Like everything does it.
Yeah.
Seifu did it. There's certain ways to minimize it. Like if you Seifu would collect and then do bigger cells, not right on the spot, which is smaller. Don't notice it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's not a big deal. It's every tax token. Most tax tokens have to deal with that issue because obviously, you know, you're collecting in the native token and then you have to get over to BNB. But it's good that your treasury wallet's going to have BNB in it, so you won't have to do any big sells, and you guys will have access to funds right away, which is a good thing.
Yep. And also this is like this is a fork of another project, but we had Cyril go over the contract. He's the one that created it for us, and in going over the contract, he saw some like major issues with the contract that this other project uses, and he fixed those issues. So 4 token has like a very solid contract, and without the problems that the project that we actually forked is going to have in the at some point
Cyril
in the future.
did he develop 3 token, right? And
yeah, he developed 2 and 3 token for us.
2 and 3, okay. I thought
Yeah,
that was...
and he created our website. He's been our main dev pretty much since from the beginning. Keith had someone else make 1 token, but Cyril has been the one. Cyril is Crypto Jesus, yes. But Cyril's been doing everything for us since then. He's awesome.
Yeah, I've heard very good things about Cyril. I've had conversations, and he's respected in the community. So, in the crypto community, that is.
Yep.
That's always good. Having a trustful dev who you know is doing quality work is hard to find.
Yep.
I'm just trying to create an NFT contract now, and we're trying to figure that out ourselves. Remember me asking you?
Yeah. Yep. I saw you guys mention your what is it called? The Pyra?
Nobody knows. No, there's people probably, if you go on my Discord, you'll see Pyra Gold NFTs. And then there's a tab at the top with the white papers actually in there, but it's not. I keep updating it. I keep thinking of new things, and
all right.
It's
so
basically,
it doesn't actually exist yet.
Well, the NFTs are lazy minted. We need a website. We're making the DApp now, and we have to do some back testing. My dev Confirmant RM is learning on the fly, and we're figuring this out all in house. Me and him did the whole NFT. Well, I watched as he did the NFT contract because I suck at all that stuff. But Barry likes bot plays, so Barry, you'll get another bot play. This one's going to be buying and selling gold. This bot, and just you get a piece of the rewards with an NFT. Pyro
Nice.
gold. Pyro in Greek means fire, so fire gold NFTs. There you go. There you go.
I was wondering what the pyro was stood for.
Well, I did remember when I said I was coming out with my own token project, and then I decided I didn't want to do token projects. You know, I didn't want to have the risk of like the price tanking and worrying about price. I just wanted to give people something that feeds into their wallet, you know. And then I'm like, it was going to be called Pyrocoin was going to be my coin. And I had the logo made. I had a white paper made. And then I decided, nope, not the right. Well, never. I was waiting for the right time, which probably right now was the right time to release a coin, a token.
Yeah.
So I put it on the back burner. And then all of a sudden, you know, with the end, with the bot seeing the bot work on the back end and doing all stuff with this bot, I'm like, well, why don't we do NFTs for the bot? And rather than Pyro Coin, we just call it Pyro Gold, since the bot trades gold on the ZAL USD market. So that's how it creates. But this is not about me. This is about Forto.
Yes. All right. Let me look. So yes, 4 token is a reflection token. All right. So just holding the token in your wallet, you're going to automatically get BNB rewards. 4 million total supply. 1 million of those tokens will be held in the treasury. Those tokens won't be sold. They're just there for the treasury to get BNB rewards, so we can do buybacks of all 4 tokens. Technically 3 tokens, and then swap 1 over to 2, and it'll pump 2 as well. And I'm just looking over the white paper here. And yeah, it's a pretty simple, straightforward token. 14% tax on buys and sells. 100% of those taxes go into the holders. You know, there's no breakdown of the taxes, like 2% going here, 3% going there. It's all 100%.
I know a lot of people like get up in arms with high tax. There's a difference, I think, mentally to somebody. If I'm paying 14% and it's like 7 or 8, 10% is going into your pocket, and then 4% is going back to like reflections, which is what typically would happen, like, or it's different spots, you know, like this goes to the treasury, this goes to this, and you're like, man, but this going everything back. So eventually you're like, man, it's worth it.
Yeah. I mean, when I started 1 token, you know, 1% tax, I'm a conservative. I like low taxes. But the thing is, taxes in crypto, the team has drilled this into my brain. Taxes in crypto are not the same as taxes in like the federal government, because the federal government wastes our tax dollars. It's to a comedic degree. They waste our tax dollars. So it's not benefiting.
Comedic degree is putting it nicely.
Yes. If they actually used our tax dollars correctly, we would be driving on streets of gold. Everybody would have the best free healthcare in the world.
They raise my toll every year, and the streets in Chicago are literally potholes everywhere, flat tires central, and nobody cares. Yet they keep raising. It's a joke. Don't get me started on that.
So yeah, exactly. Well, but like, you know, with crypto, the taxes can actually like be used correctly, I guess, to put it simply. And that's the contract 100% handles the taxes automatically, and 100% of them go to holders. And that's all there is to it. We don't handle the taxes in any way. We do get the BNB rewards from holding a quarter of the supply, going to the treasury, and then the treasury is going to do buybacks of all 4 of our tokens. In essence, it's not just going to be buying back 4 tokens. It's also going to be buying back 1, 2, and 3. So
Barry with his jokes. After 4 comes 5. Hectic goose.
Oh, Barry.
Oh man, don't even get me started talking about turkeys and geese and birds, and man, I'll go on for days. You'll be like, man, what's this guy talking about? Yeah,
so also, I guess the people who are seeing this who don't know me from Adam, I started one token I don't know, about 11 months ago, and people knew me from the previous community I was in, which is I don't even want to name that community, but it was a very big, great community to be a part of. But we all got scammed by that a-hole Brian Legend, and but we still all stayed together as a community. And now we've moved over into Vitruvio blockchain and stuff. But like a lot of us still know each other and keep in contact and whatnot. And anyways, I created one token for that community because I saw what they wanted. They wanted they had wanted the token that we came from. They wanted the supply to get burned down to a very small amount, and then that would pump the price up, because when you're burning down the supply, there's a greater chance for price appreciation, especially if you held tokens, back when they were cheap. Yeah, I think we are at the year point, actually. No, it'll be in April some point. That's when it'll be at a year.
Crazy that it's almost been that long.
Yeah. Yep. So I created I just had this idea of just starting a token that already had a super low supply, and combine that with a low tax that both burned the supply and pumped up the liquidity. That was one token. It was very well received by the community. And it's still going strong today. Nothing at all about that token has changed, other than we've burned almost half the supply, just from that 1% tax, and from me and the other founder sending all of our team tokens to the Null wallet. So we've burned almost half the supply.
Something's changed since one token is now when you release a token, you tell me prior to releasing it, as opposed to one token. So I get an invite to one token Discord randomly. This is when you create it. You just created a Discord. I'm like, oh, cool. And I go, what's this? Somebody goes, a project that Oliver's creating. I go, okay, cool. I'm in a Telegram group with Oliver. He hasn't said anything about this. All of a sudden, 2 hours later, people are like, man, one token's pumping. I go, he just invited me to the Discord. He didn't say the thing was releasing today. I didn't know it's releasing. I thought I have time to think about this. Nope.
I knew nothing going into it. I knew absolutely nothing.
But and I know feel better. You didn't even tell your sister when you told me that. I'm like, that's good. So at least he didn't even tell his own family. So I feel better about myself.
And my brother only found out about it after it was at $1. So, and that's when he bought at $1. So, but yeah, I did not even tell my sister. I honestly, my partner at the time, who I'm no longer partners with because turned out he was not a good person. He told me about the launch literally 10 minutes before launch. So I had 10 minutes to buy my tokens, which I eventually sent all of those to the Null because I did buy them pre-launch. And, so I just it was a dicey time, and to re-win, to get back the community's trust in me, I sent all my tokens to the Null wallet. My previous partner did as well. But he's no longer here anymore. But anyways, yeah, I had never launched a token. I was not tech savvy at all. So it was just crazy. But I'll give
a long way. You got yourself a good team behind you now. You've gotten in touch with Lucky. I mean, he's a good guy, but he's a Detroit Lions fan, so we'll give him a break. Me being a Bears fan, he likes to poke at me a lot. But yeah, you got a good team behind you. Yanni is a good guy as well. Lucky, and then talking with Cyril, you got good devs, good people behind you who are making this stuff for you. And that's hard to find, and that's a good thing.
We've met some amazing partners along the way. We've got Prisma and PTC, Prosperity Truth Coalition. So yeah, it's just been snowballing ever since. Things have been just falling into place beautifully. And it's like every new thing that we've created has been built to work together. So 2 token was created, which is paired only with 1. So there's arbitrage trading going there. 3 token has a 10% tax, and that 100% of that tax is used to buy back 1, 2, and 3. So it's pumping up the whole ecosystem. And so 4 token was just the next evolution in that, in creating stuff that benefits the whole ecosystem, that works perfectly with everything else. Yeah, the BNB we get is going to be used just to pump our tokens.
And one thing I can honestly say for anybody who's maybe new and like, should I enter this ecosystem or not, is knowing Oliver, he's not out to scam. There's not a bad bone in his body trying to scam you. This team's every decision they make is with the holder's best interest. Now, doesn't mean the price is always going to rise when they make a decision. Like, they make 4 and the price of the other 3 go down, but it's like kind of the caveat of, well, what do? We sell to buy into 4, and then everything will take off once 4 is running. But they're not. They have your best interest in heart, and that's all you can ask for from a project lead and a team. Unlike other people we've seen in the space, you see a daily, rug city. Even when you don't rug, doesn't mean your project's like good and you have good intentions. And I keep trying to tell people that is every decision you make has to be for people's best interests, and you guys seem to do that.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm the face of these tokens, but I can tell you the brains is definitely Lucky and Yanni and Cyril too. He's our unofficial 4th member of the team, although he hates me saying that. But they have such good ideas, and they are so forward thinking. Like Yanni's always saying that he's playing chess, meaning that he's thinking like 8 steps ahead. So sometimes the decisions, like 4 token, at first people were like, why are we making a 4th token? When 1, 2, and 3 are not like at $100 yet, and is because Lucky and Yanni are thinking several steps ahead. They are thinking this is going to be very beneficial in the future. I mean, it's going to be beneficial right away because it's going to start paying rewards right away, but it's only going to get better and better as time goes by. So it's like we're building something. We're trying to get people to think a little bit long term. Like the Prism 1 NFTs, they're not going to start paying out until the end of 2025 to the beginning of 2026 is when the first payment of the Prism 1 NFTs is going to be. So like we're always forward thinking, long term, which in crypto is very
long.
It's going to be big. Like if you think about it in traditional finance, how long are you having to wait for your money to double? You're waiting like 7 to 10 years. So this is going to be.
I think that's the problem in crypto. It'll get you like you get greedy and you're like 2% a month, and you're like, oh, you're like, wait. I'll take that. But like traditional, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Talking about doing 13% a year in traditional finance, you're like ecstatic, and here crypto, you do like 10% in a day, in an hour, and you're like, I want more.
I mean, I'm up 100% on a stupid meme token, and I'm like, I'm waiting for 100,000%. So
that's the problem, and then it comes back down to earth, and you're like, I'm a moron. Don't get greedy. So now
I'm not there yet. I'm not at the I'm a moron part yet. I still think I'm a genius.
No, the one time I feel good about myself, I sell a meme coin for like 5x. I'm like, I'm the king. I finally got out of a meme coin at 5x, and then it shoots up to 25x the next day. I'm like, you moron. Yeah, why didn't you get greedy? But then I'm like, no, because once it hit 25x, I would be like, oh, it's making it to 100x, and then I would have missed it. See?
Yeah. So I was watching a video recently on the Solana meme token that I got in recently, and the dude in the video is saying, yeah, I'm seeing a 50x happening within 10 days. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm just going to hold for 10 days. The thing is, the guy in the video is probably going to sell on day 9. Is what I'm thinking. I'm like, but you know what? Maybe it will do what he said.
Yeah, as long as you're okay with the degen money, but like if you're putting in any substantial money, get it out of there when you got the gain, or at least take out your original and free roll, because your money is tied with other people, especially in these meme coins.
I have a small amount of money in there, so I don't give a crap what happens with it. But yeah, if I had any significant amount of money, I'd be taking profit out right away. Yeah.
Barry says greed makes whale food.
That's another thing is the team, Lucky and Yanni, they're trying to teach people to have like a long-term mindset, because this get rich quick mindset in crypto, 99.9% of the time people are getting wrecked when they're trying to get rich quick. So they're trying to make people think long term. So it's like you buy these tokens and just give us a little bit of time, and we're going to pump the crap out of these tokens. And same like with 3 token. When it launched, it was 33 cents in pink sale, and it did not pump very much after launch. It went up to like 60 cents, I think, after launch, and then it dipped down to like 7 cents. But then it went all the way up to like 3.75. So it's like if you had just bought in pink sale and just waited, you would have made a 10x within a few months. Like it didn't happen right away, but it got up to over $3 and it stayed there for like a month. And now it's back to like $1.40 or something because everybody's been selling their 3 for 4. But like our tokens do tend to move eventually. So
Lee Hurt says, noob here, how do we buy it? I have the pink sale link in the description below. It's on the BSC network. So you will need BNB in your wallet. You will connect your wallet to pink sale. That link is legit. I've tested it myself. No, tested it myself. It's legit. And you connect your wallet. And I think it's a 0.05 minimum and a 5 BNB maximum to get in on the pre-sale. And right now there's 42 BNB out of 100. So you still have time if you want to get in. Not financial advice. Give seed phrase to Brian. Yeah, I would never in my life trust that guy with anything. And if anybody thinks that was a wallet hack,
yeah.
I'm
the least tech savvy person in the world, and I've never had any issues with my wallets. I've only had 1 wallet so far. Well, no, I have 10 trust wallets technically, but I've never had any problems with any of them. So
yeah,
I'm pretty sure he hacked his own.
Safety is I have one hot wallet that I use. It's called Hot Wallet. I transact out of that and move things into Cold Wallet right away. And that's what I transact. And I like to keep different crypto projects in different wallets rather than all the same. So if one gets taken, your whole bag's not gone. It's just, okay, whatever. I lost that. Not saying it will, but you never know. It's all about safety.
Yeah.
Protection.
Don't click on dumb links. That's one thing.
But click on the link down below and buy this pre-sale. It's not a dumb link, I promise.
And if you want to, can you put like the 1 token Discord link down there too?
I will add that in the description after this video. I'll put it in there. I always forget to do that.
That's all right.
My Greek Discord link's in there if you want to join the Greek Discord link. But yeah. Do you got any final thoughts? I know 4 is like simple, but it does hold a lot of good things in your community. So like simple, sometimes simple's better for tokens because some tokens like you need like a college degree just to figure out what the heck's going on, where taxes are going.
Yeah, I'm all about simple. I'm a simple guy. I wrote the white paper. If I could have fit it on 1 page, I would have. I probably could have fit it on 1 page, actually. It's 2 pages, but it's 2 really short pages. And on the second page, it gives like potential ROIs or potential, rewards that you can get based on the amount of tokens you hold and the amount of volume we get. So Yanni says simplicity is the ultimate complexity. See, that's the kind of brain power.
So your white paper has predictions on it. So like that part, it's all, there's so many different factors with the predictions, like what the price is at, what's going on with you. But yeah, that stuff.
Well, what it is,
love that stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, obviously, we have no idea what the volume will be. What I'm saying is, if you hold, I based it off of holding 1% of the supply, which at launch would cost $1,600. So not everybody's going to have 1% of the supply, obviously.
Except Barry.
Yeah, Barry probably.
Better.
If you did hold 1% of the supply, then if we did $10,000 in volume, you would get X amount of dollars in BNB. And like, I'm not saying that we're going to do $10,000 in a day, but like however long it takes us to do $10,000 of volume, that's how much BNB you'll be getting. And, it's over time, you're going to get an ROI many times over. And BNB is going to be going up in price. We're going to be doing buybacks of the tokens monthly from the Prisma Vault and also from the Treasury. So there's going to be a lot of stuff coming into it.
Yeah, and it's a perfect time, like I said, right before the halving. I think on my Discord I have a countdown. I think we were at 28 days to the halving. So um
Cool.
it's right in that like perfect area where you're gonna start seeing just a lot of inflow into the crypto community. And if you get that
Yeah.
inflow and you guys have everything set up and then Prisma does come out with the V2, I know they're still working on that, and you got all that stuff coming in and you got the buybacks, this could
Yep.
be fruitful.
And also we've got, the Prisma One NFTs when they do start paying out, the treasury, the one token treasury has over 50 of those NFTs or the equivalent of over 50 of those NFTs. So like if they start paying out, a good amount of money, we'll be able to pump 4 token quite a bit and also 1 and 3, 1, 2, and 3. So there's gonna be a lot of money coming into our ecosystem in the coming, years. So it's like a little bit of a long-term mindset that we're building here. What's up, Wrigley?
He wants to join the live stream.
How old is Wrigley now?
5.
Oh, he's a young pup.
Yeah,
He is
he
a
acts
young
old. He acts old. All he does is sleep and want to lay on me all day.
Yeah.
But it's good to see you guys succeeding. I always enjoy doing lives with you. I know this is like the 5th or 6th one I've done with you.
We've done a lot. Yeah. Well, I always appreciate it. You have been super helpful to us. And
I try.
we really appreciate you.
Even if it's just on the back end, answering questions or giving Lucky crap. I enjoy
letting me use your StreamYard so that my recordings aren't like super full of feedback and echoes and stuff.
Yeah, disrupting your streams to fix stuff without telling you.
Is that Brian? Who is that? Who did we think it was? I think we said it was that Prado or something like that.
No, I get what happened now. I did come in as Prado because the one time Prado was like inviting people on his live stream and I was going to go and mess with him. And I put a name like I put Prado as my name just to say I'm Prado and put no picture. Yeah. And that's why I had the world.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Cause I was like,
yes.
It looked like the world token.
And I forgot because I hadn't used that computer since the day I did that. So when I went in, I was like, oh, I'll just go in really fast and change the settings. No big deal. And you're like, who's Prado? And I'm like, oh, geez.
That was funny. Barry is saying, can you use your 4 rewards, go straight to staking so you can build on rewards for a double whammy, get your rewards compounding? I mean, you can use your BNB to just buy back in.
That would essentially be compounding because you're now getting bigger.
Yeah. And also, if the other thing is the LP tokens will not be collecting rewards. So just hypothetically, like if there's like 1 million tokens in the LP, then that means the 3 million tokens in circulation will actually be getting 1.25 the rewards, because 25% of the tokens are in the LP that are not getting rewards. So those rewards will be pushed to the circulation, to the circulating supply. And also,
I'm surprised I forgot to ask that. Is the LP excluded? So that's good.
I forgot to mention a lot of things, I'm sure. But the other thing is you have to hold 1,000 tokens or more. So people who hold less than 1,000 tokens won't be getting any of those rewards. So potentially the number of people getting rewards could be pretty small. So it might be very lucrative. That's what I'm saying.
Perfect. Yeah, we know Barry's going to have at least 1% of the supply, so you don't have to worry.
He is.
He better.
I feel him. Well.
But it's been a pleasure. We're right around 45 minutes, which is where I like to keep it. It's a good amount for people coming in watching this after the fact. Dan Campo just got in.
What's up, Dan?
See you?
You can. Yeah, this is awesome. All these people have been hanging out with me for like the past 2 hours now. My voice is getting hoarse because I've been talking.
Yeah, Oliver's never talked this much in his life. He's like, man, what's going on today?
Seriously.
But you didn't do much talking because Moonga was like,
I didn't. I really didn't. Yeah.
He tried. He like asked you questions about 4, and then he's like, nope.
I honestly, I love that. Like people who talk a lot. I I gel with those people very well. Because when they stop talking and then I'm not talking and then it's just quiet. And
that is true.
But
that makes it tough too. Sometimes you're on lives and you're like, that's why I don't like doing lives alone, because if you're like, you get in a spot where you're like, what do I say now? I'm like, I don't want to say something so stupid that I probably do anyways. I am Nomad. Thanks, Greek and Oliver. Always a pleasure hanging with you guys. I appreciate that. I'm sure I'm going to have Oliver on many times in the future. Like I said, he's always got an open invite. All he does is say, what day can I go on a live stream? And I say, what day are you free? And that's how we do this. So him, lucky, they know it. We message a lot. So it's been a pleasure. Until next time, stay safe out there in DeFi. Pre-sale link is down below. And please, please do your own research and always invest what you can afford to lose.